Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Good morning, everyone. If you can hear me, kindly type one in the chat box. Let me know if you can hear me. Kindly type one in the chat box. Let me know if you can hear me. Let's make money. We are about to be ushered into a new month, and we need to make money. We need to make money seriously from trading. We need to make money. So if you can hear me well, if can hear me clearly, please kindly type one. Okay, Raymond, I see the Amponsa. Can hear me well. Thank you, my boss. All right, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. So this is what do you call it? Today is the last day of the month, right? Today is the last day of the month. Never gets discouraged or worry about trading. It's going to click one day. You get it? It's going to click one day. I'm a testimony of that. Clarity is going to start coming. You get it? You're going to start getting clarity. It's not something hard, but you just have to have. You just need systems. You get it? You just need systems to start making it work. All right. Before I start ranting, let's start some chart breakdown. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're all doing well. Yesterday the market was choppy, but fortunate enough, I got a trade. I got a trade during the Asian session. Do you know one funny thing about the trade that I had is what? That was Sunday. Sunday I was in my room the whole day. So I think I went to somewhere. I was supposed to take my bath. I didn't take my bath, so I was not able to sleep. Just woke up in the middle of the night to just to shower, and I said, let me check the chat because we are in Asian session. Let me check the chat and see what's happening. I opened the chat, noticed that there was an opportunity. What did I do? I executed. So that's why I always say, don't be chasing signals. Some people get annoyed when you are not giving them signals. That's why I've been saying, don't be chasing signals. You get if you know what you are doing, you can just be making money anywhere, like anywhere, anytime by yourself. That's the most because I knew how to trade. What I did is what just came to the chat, noticed an opportunity, I executed. You get it? I don't have to wait for my mentor's approval to approve to me that is it time for me to execute. I didn't wait for anyone's validation that the trade I'm taking makes sense because I have knowledge. What did I do? I executed. So it's very important you learn how to trade. Don't be chasing signals. Don't be chasing signals. I always say this thing, even if it's going to take you a very long time for you to like it's going to take you a year to for you to understand it by yourself. It's far better than going for an instant gratification. If someone gives you a signal today, tomorrow, what is it going to help you? It's just an instant. I always say long-term money is better than short-term money. Someone giving you 100,000 once and receiving maybe $50 every day is far better than receiving it once. So cash flow is very important. Trading is a cash flow. It comes in every day if you know what you are doing. Trading is a cash flow business. It comes in when you know what you are doing. So build cash flows around you. Have a lot of cash flows around you, and you are not going to complain about money again. Okay, let's move to the chart. Let's check out the fundamentals before. So we have a lot to talk about it today. So if you are here, kindly still tune to the end of the session. We are going to spend 1 hour, 15 to 20 minutes over here. It's almost 6:30. So by let's calculate it. I said you are going to spend 1 hour 20 minutes over here. So 6:30 by 7:30, you are going to call the stream off, and you're going to continue in the mentorship. So this morning you were about to take a buy. I'll explain why you were about to take a buy, but I didn't like the way the candle closed, so it moved like 90 pips and just retraced. You get it? So in the mentorship group we were discussing about the buy, but we held on to the trade, and what we said, let's wait for 6 a.m. But 6 a.m. the H4 candle closed bearish, so the bias change. You get it? Yeah. So let's move on to the charts. Today is Tuesday, right? Tuesday. 31st. So today is the last day of the month. Let's be patient. Let's wait patiently for a right opportunity, right setups. So Tuesday, March 31st, the news that you're having 12:30, you're going to be having GDP, and 2 p.m. you're going to be having JOTS job opening. Okay. So you don't have any high impact things during the lending session. So this week is an FP week too. Wednesday, Apple, you are going to be having tomorrow, you are going to be having ADP. Okay, and Friday we are going to be having NFP. So this week is kind of it's going to you have a lot of high impact news this week. So you need to be very calm and patient with any decision that we take on the chart. Let's be calm and be patient with it. So let's move on to the technical aspect. I think the buy opportunities are also about to happen again. So let's be fast with our analysis. We should have been fast and analyze GBPUSD too as well, but it gives opportunity. So moving to the chart, monthly time frame, there was nothing to maybe plot it out. Weekly time frame, on the weekly time frame, this is how the chart is moving. So when price is moving up, you're expecting it to come to this point. There was a rejectional level over here. You get it. Price moved up, down, up. It shifted the trend. What are you expecting? This side, then the trend will continue. So this point is a valid level. We need to plot it out. This is a valid level. Price has also created another support over here. Let's move to the daily time frame. So with the daily time frame, price has shifted the trend to what? It's made lower low, now broken the lower high. So the trend has shifted to what? An uptrend. So price is having room to fill the hole or move around this point without or with no struggling. Okay, price can move to this point with no struggling. The trend has shifted, so this point is no more valid. So when you are counting or when you are reading the chart, you are going to read it to our left. Okay, this point is no more valid anymore. So let's move to the daily time frame. So let's read the candles. How did the previous candle close? The previous candle closed bullish. The pattern structure, price is making lower lows. Price is making lower lows and lower highs. So it's a downtrend. The previous candle also closed strong bullish. So the daily time frame is what? We're having a lot of buying pressure in the market. Let's move to the H4 time frame. So with the H4 time frame, what's the trend? H4 time frame is making more of higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Okay, so it's an uptrend when it comes to the pattern. Market structure is an uptrend. So let's plot out our levels. We have a rejectional level over here. We have a rejectional level over here. We have another rejectional level over here. So price is an uptrend, but the previous candle closed strong. But we have another rejection level over here. We have another rejection level over here. So the previous candle closed strong, bearish. Pattern structure is an uptrend. So you can be taking a buy if you see a shift in trend. Okay, we can be taking a buy if you see a shift in trend. And looking at the previous candle, to the previous candle closed with no wick at the H4 time frame. So you're expecting price to what? Move up to fill this zone over here, even though the previous candle closed strong bearish. So if you get a sell opportunity to, you can take advantage of. But let's look for with a buy when you see a shift in trend or structure at the H1 at the lower time frame, you can be taking it. So the H1 time frame is already what? An uptrend. But at this point, if you are going to be taking a buy, mostly my entries are based on what? The ongoing candle breaking the previous candle high. So at this point, if I'm taking a buy over here, price is extended, price is too extended. So it's kind of I'm entering the trade in the middle of the range, which is not something I would love to do. So let's move to the so we have a rejectional level 2 at this point over here. Okay, price, you are all seeing it. Price is currently struggling to, so you have a rejectional level right here. Moving to the M30 time frame. M30 time frame too is what? An uptrend. So let's see if price decides to maybe break above this one, we can be taking a buy because the trend is what? An uptrend at the 30-minute time frame to fill this. So this is the target. This is what I was talking with the mentorship group. We wanted to take a buy when this candle, I was expecting this candle to close bullish so that we take a buy over here, but price decided to break above this one. I said let's hold on to maybe 6 a.m. We wanted to take the buy. This buy, it was something we were discussing to take. Okay, but the top wick was kind of very long and it will make the trade too extended. If it was to be short, you would have taken the buy over here and what price Price moved like 90 pips, and some people in the mentorship group, the mentorship group took it. With that one, I can't tell. I don't know whether Brainy would take it. So yeah, this is gold USD. This is gold USD. Yeah, so let's wait. So we have some few seconds for this 30 minutes to close. So if it closed, then we have to wait. At this point, we have a sell to take to as well. So with the sell, okay, with the sell, let me check the H1 time frame. With H1 time frame, let's see if price decides to break below this one. Since you're in volume time, you have 138 pips. If price can fill this zone, then you take a sell too. That will be fine. Then 15 time frame does not looks good. So let's see with volume time, if the 30 minutes close below this one, you wait for a pullback, then you take a sell. You get it? Then you take a sell. So let's see. Still reserve. Really says still reserve. Yeah, I wanted to take this by the top weight. You see, mostly when I'm taking a shallow break and retest entry, okay, so in the mentorship group, I'm thinking maybe this weekend I will explain the various this thing. I will explain the various entry models so that when I'm taking a trade, you people understand the reason why. So this was like a type of shallow break and retest. So maybe if you want to take a buy, okay, if you want to take a buy, this is how shallow break and retest works. So maybe this is what a bearish candle. If this is a bearish candle, we want to take a buy, right? So this is a bearish candle. So price is moving down. So with a shallow break and retest, this is how it works. So if it forms a bullish candle over here, if you get a bullish candle over here, okay, so mostly this is what I want to see as a shallow break and retest. So at least the top wick should be something small. Okay, should be something small with volume time. So if it breaks the high, sorry, this one is supposed to be bearish. It was supposed to be bearish. So if the bullish candle breaks the high, so this is what I call shallow break and retest. So this weekend in the mentorship group, we will discuss what do you call it, the various entry models. So that when I'm taking a trade or when I'm discussing a trade with you, like this morning, what I'm discussing, it won't be something strange. You people too also can contribute to the trade we are about to take. Okay, so next month we are going to be having challenge in the mentorship group. We are going to be having challenge. Okay, either to buy Profem or either, yeah, so that everyone will participate. You will try to maybe pass it within some either a week or two, pass both phases and see. So that some people, those who don't have money to fund their accounts, can trade the accounts or firm account. So trading is all about having a system. If you have a plan, the rest is just to be confident and execute. Okay, so this is an entry. This is an entry. So yeah, so you just have to have a plan. If you have a plan, a system. So for me, as I'm saying, I'm going to be discussing all the entry models, the things that I mostly take into consideration before I will execute a trade. I'm going to explain it to them so that when I take a trade, it will not be something like something strange in their eyes, or yeah, so that they will understand why I'm taking that trade. So that when they are left alone, they will be able to do. My goal is not for me to feed them like what I did to Brainy. Sometimes I will take a trade and I will not tell Brainy. It's not like I'm doing you disservice. I'm doing you good. I'm trying to tell you, learn how to do it yourself. You get it? I'm trying to tell you, learn how to do it yourself. It's going to help you. If you learn how to do this thing yourself, it's a generational skill. Can just pass it on to your descendants. This is not a Ponzi scheme where you are going to be saying with time it's not going to be there. Trading is going to be there. Even if you stop spending fiat currencies, we are going to be spending digital. Since the world is moving to digital more, we are going to spend digital currency too as well. So it's not going anywhere. Trading has been there when even before Jesus Christ, they were exchanging. Okay, either you bring, if you have cow and maybe someone, you want something from someone, you exchange your cow for the person's either cotton, you exchange it for gold. So that is what you call trading. Those times it was like a barter trade. Okay, you bring your cow, I'll bring my gold. You bring your sheep, I'll bring my donkey. That is how the exchange was happening, and what we transition to gold. What do you call it? Yeah, we transition using gold as what, a medium of exchange before this paper fiat currency came in, and now transitioning it to what, digital currency. So this thing is not going anywhere. Okay, it's not going anywhere. So learn how to do it. Even if it's going to take you a decade, it's better you learn how to do it. It's not a Ponzi scheme, something that is coming and it will just leave the system any moment soon. Trading is going to, you are going to die and still is going to be there. But the reason why you are getting access to is because it's easily accessible. What is the minimum deposit on gold? Someone is asking, what's the minimum deposit on gold? Are you new to trading? The minimum deposit on gold, as in how? The minimum deposit for your broker, the broker you are trading with, you don't have something like minimum deposit for gold. The minimum deposits with your broker, that's how you should have asked that question. So with gold, I don't recommend with a small account because your stop loss, if you are trading gold, your stop loss alone is going to. So what are you waiting? Your stop loss alone is going to wipe your accounts away if price decide to. Trading is a game of probabilities. You get it? Trading is a game of probabilities. You are going to be losing some trades, definitely. You are going to be losing some trades. So you need to factor the risks in your plans. Okay, you need to factor your risks when you start a new month, a new week. Factor the risks. How much am I willing to risk on a trade? How much am I willing to risk on the trade? How much am I willing to lose on this account? Because losses are inevitable. You can't just escape, no matter the number of years you spent in this thing. You can't escape losses. You get it? You can't. So just have it in mind. You can't escape losses. Don't get discouraged. Don't feel bad about yourself like you are a failure. You are not doing things right. Even though sometimes maybe you are not doing things right. But no matter what, trading is a game where you can do everything right. You can do everything like perfect and you will still lose. And it's also it's like a double-edged sword, and it's a game where you can do everything wrong. You can just do everything wrong and you are still going to win a trade. That is how trading works. By long term, who is going to be profitable, who is going to be making money? The person with a plan is the person with a plan is what is going to who is going to make money. So that's what you need to understand. If you don't have a plan, long term you can't be making money. But just some days you can be making money, but it's not having longevity. So you need to have a plan for this thing that you are doing. You get it? You need to have a plan. So you see, as I came to the chat, I analyze everything. I'm waiting for my plan to just manifest, and what I will just execute. That is what you call professional trading. I don't rush into trade. Okay, I don't rush into trade. So this one, the price never creates what, a top wick. So I'm expecting price to just give us the wick. Maybe we are in volume time. Lending open. Let's see how lending open is going to. And if price breaks below this one too, this zone over here is choked. We can't take a sell over here. Okay, it's a choked zone. Can't take a sell. I can't take a sell. So this is the point. This is the range I'll be taking a sell with lending open, with volume time. We're about to be ushered into lending open. With volume time, we take advantage of what. And our rules, remember last time the trade that we lost was 645. Our rules say 6:45 when lending is about to open, I shouldn't take trades. So 6:45 in the next 15 minutes, I'm not taking any trade. So lending has opened. No matter how good the setup is, I'm not going to take the trade. I'll wait for lending open, wait for a pullback. If there's an opportunity, then I'll execute. That's what I'm going to be doing. So there's a buy. If price decide to break above this one too, we can be considering taking a buy. Can be considering taking a buy. So let's wait for lending open. So this is where we are going to be. So let me. So this is a buy zone. This is my buy zone. Okay. So when price when price break and close below, sorry, close above, I should go in for a buy. So this is the zone. And if price breaks and close below this one too, I'll go in for Excel. So sell below. Sell below. Sell below. Yeah. Let's analyze GBPUSD. So with GBPUSD, let's change it to a line chart. With GBPUSD, you have this rejectional levels over here. At the weekly time frame, you have this rejectional level over here. So at the daily time frame, so price is what, a downtrend. The previous candle closed bearish. Let's move to the H4 time frame. Wow, break and retest. Nice one. Nice one at the H4 time frame. Let's move to H1. So you are going to be looking for a sell. If price decides to break above this one, so those who trade currencies, this is for you. If price breaks below this one, you have like 17 minutes. Wow. If you are comfortable with this zone, for me it's 12 pips. So if you are comfortable with this zone, you can take the sell. If it happens, price breaks below this one, we have in the next 16 minutes. So if it happens in the next 16 minutes, the candle close below this one, it's possible we are going to get this zone filled over here to this point. And if it close below this one, price breaks. So yesterday during the New York Stock Exchange market, the stock market open, price just jump over here. It was a nice opportunity, but I was not monitoring. So if it happens, price breaks below this one, and the way price is moving, it might fill the zone before time. If it's so, let's say maybe it has closed like this. This will be a nice buy to this point. Your stop loss is going to be maybe if this one is far, you bring your stop loss. Yeah. So this the logical stop loss. You bring your stop loss below this one. But price hasn't closed. The candle hasn't closed yet. So wait for the candle closure in the next 15 minutes. The 30-minute candle is going to close. So if the 30-minute candle close below this one, you wait for a pullback. Lending open will just make price move to this point. So 10 pips. If you are comfortable with it, okay. You use several time frames to do your analysis. But what specific time frame do you use to enter your trade? So Raymond, I see you on Ponsa. You joined the bootcamp before. I explained entries. So when it comes to entries, I don't have specific time frames. It depends on what the market condition. Sometimes I can be using 1 hour time frame. Sometimes I can be using M30 time frame. Sometimes I can be using M15 time frame. What you need to understand. So this point, you see this one, I'm using M30. Sometimes I will use M15 because M15 is not looking good. We have levels over here. Okay. So that's why I'm using the M30 time frame this point. M30 time frame looks clean. Okay, price has shifted the trend, so it's going to be like a breakout. But the idea is coming from what the H4 time frame. This is where the idea H4 has even this just a break created this support over a resistance over here. Okay, created this resistance over here. So if H1, so it's going to close in alignment with what the H1 time frame. If the H1 time frame close below, M30 time frame close below, it's going to align perfectly. Then I execute. So when it comes to my entries, I don't have specific time frame for my entries. Okay, it varies based on what case by case basis. It varies based on what the condition, the market condition we are in. You get it? So I don't have specific for time frame for a chapter if possible. If the H4 time frame stop is, I think, makes sense. I can use the H4 time frame to execute trade. If it happens, maybe the H4 time frame, the stop loss is around this point. This is a perfect sell over here. You can execute and place my stop loss because with that one, I'm going to base on what the H4 time frame. But this one, the H4 time frame stop is very big. Price has already moved. So I can't be taking this trade. So I have to move to the lower time frame. So with the H1 time frame, I'm waiting for a candle closing below. M30 time frame, I'm waiting for the candle to close below. You get it? So it depends on the market condition. It depends on the market condition. So I don't have specific time frame that maybe always when you're executing a trade move to the M15. But majority of the times, or majority, yeah, most often I use the 15 and the 30 minutes for my trade entries. Most often. But that is not fixated. Okay. It depends on the market condition, as I indicate, as I stated. It depends on the market condition. Yeah. So gold, you have a lot of ranges, so you are kind of very calm and cool. And we are in the last day of the month, so now the monthly time frame is about to settle now. So even those with big this thing are not going to be executing trade. They will mostly love to wait for the monthly candle to close, pull back to get clear direction before they will start executing. Those who are trading bigger funds, because they know that the monthly candle, it's like what do you call it? There was this African proverb that they say, forgotten the proverb. The monthly candle is about to settle now. And you see how when plane is about to land, you see the air that comes with it, the wind that comes with it, and those stuffs. So it's the same thing as when the monthly candle is about to close, it's about to settle down. So a lot of manipulations, ups and down, and those stuffs. That's what mostly happens. So most of the people, the institutions, those who trade huge funds are not even going to execute today. They are just going to sit and watch, wait for the monthly candle to close, see some pullbacks, okay, clear liquidity, get clear direction, then they will start executing. And we are in NFP weeks too as well. So kindly stay calm and patient because with the NFP weeks, most of my losses come from NFP weeks. So mostly the first week and the last week of the month is mostly not a good weeks. And the second and the third week of the month is the best weeks. And when it comes to the this thing too, what do you call it? The year as a whole, the first quarter, the second, the last quarter, the first and the last quarter, mostly price has not moved like that. But the second and the third quarter, January, February, March, yeah. So next month is going to be, we are going to be ushered into the second quarter, April. That is the time you need to make money. April, second quarter, the market is about to settle down. The market is about to just be making the right moves. You get it. So this is the time: April, May, June, July, August, September. Those are the months you need to what. If you know what you are doing, you need to start making money from the market. January, because of the festive seasons, because of a lot of things are happening, celebrations are happening. So the market does not move right like that. February, the market is about to say. March is quite okay. Okay. March is quite okay. April, the market comes to normal. April, May, the market comes. June, July, the market comes to normal. You get it. And August, I think with August, you have summer holiday. You have some holiday during August time too. Yeah. So that's what you need to understand. Yeah, that's what you need to understand. So if you are here, don't be too be centered or focused. I know we all want money. Okay, you all want money. But one thing I've realized about trading, if you give it more reps, okay, like you are following me alone, you are following me, that's fine, and you are giving it your more reps. I know a lot of people who started who were very calm and patient. I just told them they shouldn't focus on the money and those stuffs. Especially, I always use Brainy because I really like the guy. His energy level is like me. He's very calm and cool to get a skill. Brainy has started seeing like just seeing, even though you have to, and even getting the strategy alone, you need time to be very confident with yourself in your execution. It also comes with, you need to see it, like see the patterns happening, then your confidence starts coming. Some of the trades that I'm executing now at the beginning, that's I was telling Brainy, sometimes I keep some of the trades myself to see the outcome, take it several times to see the outcome before I'll start coming out to share. Oh, this is what I've figured out. This my the data I found out. You get some of the data when I'm collecting some of the data, I collect it by myself. I take the punches by myself. Okay, trading losses are punches, like how a boxer receives punches. Trading losses too are punches. So if you are sample sizing something, you are going to receive some punches. The market is going to punch you hard. Sometimes if you're a beginner, it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you very hard, and you might. But if since I've stayed in the game for long, now punches does not kind of get to me again. I don't I don't see losses as something strange. Okay, I can be taking three losses on a row, and it doesn't. That is not my focus. My focus is to just keep on going. So if I even take four losses, I will just figure out why did I lose the trade? What mistake did I do? Because I've not made up my mind to quit this thing. I just have to make it better. I don't have any plan B. This is what I have to make it work. You get it? If you have this mindset, you will figure out why you lost the trade and make it better. Okay, so you see the reason why most Africans are trying to jackpot, trying to travel outside the country. Most of them, because of their mindset is to travel outside the country. They don't think about anything that is going to help the development of this country, because they want to what go to a foreign land. But if you are here and you know this is the only country you have, this is the only place you have, you're going to make it a better place. You get it? You are going to do your best, your contribution to make it a better place. Okay, that is how it works. That is how it works. So it's the same thing as I'm relating it to trading. I don't have a plan B. Okay. Some people, like, if they do it one or two, if it doesn't work, they give up. For me, my mindset is not to give up, is to be better at this thing, is to be good at this thing. So that if they are calling trader the best traders, okay, oh, if like maybe your mind comes on who is good in trading, you will just what reflect and just say, oh, Pakisi is good. Let me call out this guy. That is my mindset. I want to be good at this thing. So there was no way of what, there was no portion, mindset portion for what giving up. So nothing of that sort comes into mind. So if I lose a trade, I just take the punches. Sometimes it feels bad, but I recover, just maybe move out from away from the charts, come back again, figure out why did I lose the trade. You get it? Figure out why. That is my mindset when I start. That's why I've done it for a very long time. Okay. That's why I've done it for very long. I did it for a very long time when I was not even seeing results, and I kept on going because I wanted to have a skill, and this is a skill I love doing. I love trading, I love doing analyzing and those stuff. So I never thought of giving up. You get it? So some of the punches I take it myself, figure out sample size and make see the outcome before I will come out to tell you people. Because if you're a beginner, the punches is going to hurt you very hard and you might end up giving up. You get it? You might end up giving up. So that is how it works. So if you have that mindset of not giving up, you are going to make it better. You are going to make it work. Definitely make it work. You get it? Find everything possible to make it. The amount of time I give you to this thing, you can, if you are close to me, you will notice it or you will see it by yourself. You get it? So it's all about giving it more reps because the patterns repeat itself. The patterns repeat itself. You get it? Trading patterns repeat itself. So that's what you need to understand. So you see, with GBPUSD, you see the level rejected price from keeping on moving down. The level rejected got rejected and what kept on moving up. Let's see the structure. The structure is a downtrend, and so does I don't see any buy over here. So the only time I will be taking a buy is when price has broken the previous candle high. That's when maybe candle structure has shifted to an uptrend. But at this point, my focus is a sell, not a buy, because price is a downtrend. Price is making lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high. Created this resistance, expecting the price to keep on moving to this point. Keep on moving to this point. They only need to move to the H1 time frame. H1 time frame to is what the higher time frame is a downtrend. That's where the focus is. So I'm not looking for a buy on GBP. The only time I will be looking for a buy is maybe when price has moved to this point. That's when I will be looking for a buy. But this buy that is moving, I'm not. It is not for me. You get it. So when you reach a point where you understand this trade is not for me, this setup is not for me, then you know, you just tell yourself, I now know what I'm doing. You get it? I know some people have come to the chat and they are wondering what to do. What is it? Should I take a buy? Should I? Is gold going to? Someone will be saying, is gold going to buy? Are we taking buy on gold? Are we taking sell on gold? That means you're not rich yet. You get it? You're not rich yet. So a point where you are very calm, you can wait for like 2 hours, no executing, but focus, giving the chart 100% focus, watching, and you are not executing. That means what? You know exactly what you are doing. That point, you know that you're rich. You get it. You know what you are doing. But if you come to the chart, hey, am I taking gold? Is like going to move. Should I take a sell? I have someone last time. One of my students told me. He said for him, when he feels like price is going to sell, then he sells. When it fails, you don't have any data. Okay, you don't have any data on what you are doing. Okay, you don't have it. So for me, if you wake me up, what do you see on the chart before you executing? Within less than 1 minute, I have to be able to explain it to you. Maybe when I wake up, when I come to the chart, I move to the H4 time frame. That will be my sectional bias, my directional bias. Check the market structure. Is it uptrend or downtrend? Check how the previous candle closed. Did it close bearish or bullish? After when I'm done, I plot out my zone. I'm going to trade within the zone. When it comes to my entries, I wait for breakouts. I wait for break and retest. I wait for maybe deep break and retest. I wait for shallow break and retest. I wait for fake out to simple. I'm done. This is what I'm. So at this point, what I'm waiting for, what I'm looking for is this thing that I just said within what less than 1 minute, less than 60 seconds. I've just given you what I look for. So if you don't know what exactly you look for on the chart, then that is when over trading comes in. Revenge. When you lose a trade, you start revenging because you don't have a plan. You get it? You don't have a plan. You don't know exactly what you are looking for on the chart. You don't have a plan. So that's what you need to understand. So lending open, you have a few minutes for lending to open. Few minutes for lending to open. We are not forcing anything. Okay, so that's what I want to, if you are in a mentorship group, that is how I want to build you to become, not to be depending on people to just try to be able to do it yourself. It's going to take time though, but with time, focus, and repetition, you get it. Giving it more reps, giving it more reps, giving it more reps. I remember when we were in school, mathematics questions, even though it is the same question, but sometimes you love to solve the same question over and over and over and over and over again. The same question, they've not changed the numbers, they've not changed the figures, but you just want to what? Get the reps. You just want to know how the formulas are being arranged and those things. So you solve it over and over and over and over and over again. You get it? You solve it over and over. It's the same thing when it comes to trading. You need to repeat the process over and over and over again. So lending has open, but there was nothing to look for. Lending open, but there was nothing to look for. Yeah, there was nothing to look for. So at this point, my bias has shifted. When it comes to the 30-minute time frame, I would love price to what? Because now it looks like the trend has shifted. So I would love price. If price breaks out, I'm not going to take the breakout entry. I'll wait for a pullback, then I'll take it. Because I'm going against the H4 candle. You get it? Because I'm going against the H4 candle, so I have to wait for a pullback. Okay, I'll wait for a pullback. But with this one, if it breaks below this one, we can be taking what? So we have 30 minutes for the stream to end, and we will continue in the mentorship group. So if you are not in the mentorship group, try and join the mentorship group. This morning, like this, if this candle closed bullish, you would have taken this a buy before coming to the stream. This buy we was talking about it, which was like 100 pips. You would have taken the buy before coming to the stream. So with this one, you are missing this opportunity. Okay, and New York session 2, we do live stream too as well for those who are available during that time. We do live stream. Weekends too, we do breakdown full lecture on the various setups. So don't miss out. Okay, don't miss out. This point, as I told you last weekend when you were doing this thing, I told you that I want to be serious when it comes to mentoring people. Okay, so I want money to be involved so that I'll be serious myself. I know that I'm supposed to what render service to some people. I have to be serious, but mostly when it is free, I'm kind of. I've given you guys know I've given a lot of promises that I don't even talk about it again. But this time around, I'm very serious. I want to make that mentorship group like valuable one, so that people will get value. To those who are serious, I know some people will just come in just to for the instant gratification. The pace, the focus is not there. If you're in the mentorship group and your focus is signals, please, you are getting it wrong. The focus is not signal. The focus is to make you a better trader, make you understand what I do when I come to the chart. That is the focus. The focus is not to just be giving you signal, buy at this point, sell at this point. Even though sometimes I will be giving it, sometimes I'll be giving as this one, and I wanted to give it out like this. I will, as I'm saying, you'll be having some challenge so that you'll be able to track our performance in those things. With that one, that is cool, but that is not the focus. It is additional this thing, or the offer I'm giving. Okay, that's an additional offer. That is not the main. The main offer is to explain how I execute trades, so that because some people will love, they will not be available during the lending session, the New York session. So if you are alone, if you understand what you are doing and you are alone during maybe the Asian session. Last Sunday I took a trade during the Asian session. As I told you, I took a trade during the Asian session because I know what I'm doing. So this was a trade I took during the Asian, and all this buy. If I was able to hold, okay, but with that is the traders this thing. I wish I could. These are mostly what we say. I wish I would have held the trade. All the buy that happened this week was something I was in at the beginning. So this was the trade also. Was it the trade? Yeah, it was around this point. So this is where I took the Asian buy. So imagine if I held the trade. Okay, if I held the trade, maybe I just set and forget. So this is where I took the buy during the Asian session. So this is how the higher time frame. I came to the charts, okay, struggling to sleep. I came to the chart, saw the chart looking like this. By then, the H4 time frame was still moving up and down. So I just plot out my levels over here. Notice that what pattern structure, market structure is an uptrend. The previous candle closed bearish. Notice that this candle closed with no wick at the bottom. So I'm expecting price to come to this point. Okay, so the ongoing candle broke the previous candle low. Okay, and I knew that this is the range price is about to retest. This same setup has even happened before. So price came to this level. Okay, so I moved to the lower time frame. I'm expecting price to come to, since the previous candle closed bullish, I'm expecting price to come to this point, then I'll take a buy. So this is where I took the buy. Price made a deep pullback. That was, it was around 12 a.m. or so. Yeah. So this is where price came to the level, move to the M30 time frame. So if you look at the H1 time frame, you notice that if you look at your left, there was no support or resistance over here. If you move to your M30 time frame, M30 time frame too, if price is moving, there's no support or resistance over here. So I moved to the M15 time frame. This is where the entry was given. Okay. So this, I waited for the candle to break above this one. Okay, so this is where the trade was executed. So the moment the candle broke above this one, okay, since the high time frame is what part market structure candle, they are all bullish. I guess what this is what you call what a fake out move. There was a fake out over here. You get it because you are going against the what the lower time frame structure. This is a fake out. So price just made lower lows over here, lower low, lower high, lower low. So I'm going against this trend. This is a fake out move. So where I was targeting is what price to move to this point. And I'm mostly not confident when it comes to Asian trade because I've not been trading Asian, so I don't know how volume works. And okay, I don't understand the volume during that time. So I placed my stop loss over here. I went into drawdown, price pulled back, started moving and started moving down again. So this is where my stop loss was. Okay, I nearly got stopped out. This is where my stop loss was, targeting this weekly zone. So what happened is what price started, it gave me the pullback, started moving up, broke the high. So the moment I noticed the candle has closed below this one, what I did is what started wanted to manage the trade. Fortunate enough, I brought my stop loss over here. Okay, so that when it breaks the previous candle low, I'm not going to be in what full drawdown. Fortunate enough, price never made a deep wick. What did is what it just made a U-turn. You get it? Just made a U-turn. So price moved to this point. Price moves to this point. Got like 100 and something pips over there. Can't just be watching. When price got to this point, 120 pips, I just closed the trade. And I closed partial. Okay, I closed majority of the trade. I left some small position running. And what happened is what price just came and stopped me out of break even. Okay, out of break even and started moving. So imagine if I set and forget, went to bed. This was what would have happened. So this was the trade I took during the Asian session on Sunday. You get it? So if you know what you are doing, you don't have to wait for someone's validation before. So lending price is ranging. Price is ranging. So GU2 is just doing its own thing. Lending is making more. If you have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box. If you have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box. kindly drop it in the chat box. So if you have not joined the mentorship group, kindly do well join. If you really want to learn how to trade well, do well and join the mentorship group. Do well and join the mentorship. So this, wow, does it mean you people are not seeing my screen or what? And no one is talking about it. You people are not seeing my screen and no one is talking about it. No one is talking about it. You people were not seeing my screen. Decided to keep quiet. Okay, screen just went out. Yeah, so I hope it has come back. Okay, so someone is asking I should go back to GBPUSD. Yeah, so GBPUSD is in a range. Currently in a range. It's currently in a range. You get it? It's currently in a range. We have H4 level over here, a lot of ranges. So even though we have the idea, as I said, buys is not in my plans now for GBP USD. Okay, I don't have any buys in mind now. My buyers for the session is what I saw. This is what I am looking forward for. But I can't take. It's not advisable to take a sell when prices or what a support. You are taking prices on what an immediate. It's on immediate support. It's not advisable to be taking such trade. It's not advisable to be taking such trade. So you wait calm. We are not forcing trades to happen over here. That's what you need to understand. We are waiting for the playbook. What is in the playbook? Okay. What is in the playbook? I'm not executing something. I'm not forcing myself within, even though I have the idea that price is what a bearish, but I'm not forcing myself to take trades within this range, this small range. I'm not going to force myself. If I wait patiently, I'm going to get my setup. Okay, definitely going to get my by the end of the week. I'm going to get my setup. But taking trades within choked this choked range over here, I'm not comfortable. This is the times that I'm mostly comfortable taking trades. This is my time. Lending open 15 minutes after lending open, volume counts into the market. But I'm not comfortable with these ranges over here. You get me? I'm not comfortable with it. So price, if it will move, it should move like 1,000 pips. I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable executing the trade. I'm not comfortable executing the trade. So that is how trading works. So sometimes you can come to the market, it's going to present you so this morning trade that you're about to execute in the mentorship group, like this was a textbook trade. It was a textbook trade. If it happened this one closed bearish, it would have been a textbook trade. And sometimes too, you come to the market and kind of things are not clear. It's all part of the game. It's all part of the game. So if it closed below this one, if it happens, price close below this 120 pips. 120 pips. Okay, so GBPUSD, you have like 15 minutes. By the 15 minutes is about to close in few seconds. I have 15 minutes rejection over here. So if the 30, since you're in volume time, so you are in volume time though. How many pips? This is like 9 pips. So GBPUSD looks perfect. If it happens, the 30 minutes is going to close below. That will be a nice trade. Ah. So let's see you then in the next 30 minutes, the candle is going to close below because these are higher time frame zones. These are high time frame zones. So if it breaks above below this one, that will be, so GBP is about to flip. So the H4 setup looks perfect. This is my favorite. This is Brenny's favorite setup. I don't know if he's available, but I don't want to see GBP at all. This is one of my favorite setup. Break and retest created this resistance over here. So this GBP saw looks perfect well, but now we are in volume time too as well. So thinking if you are going to wait for the 30-minute closure, is price going to stay calm and wait for that? It aggressively going to break the 15-minute time frame low. So you see, as I told you, I'm not looking for any spy on GBPUSD. I know some people would have felt FOMO when price was moving up, but you see, I have a plan, and price has come to me. Okay, yeah. So this thing breaking below might be waiting for the M30. You might not get it. That's what I'm thinking. It's going to be like 10 pips. So you have like 11 minutes. If you are waiting for the 30-minute closure, you have like 11 minutes for the 30 minute to close. It might be a sharp move. It might be a sharp move. Okay, go towards breaking below. So even though sometimes you might be getting the directions by the zones, you see, I've lost a trade where I was like I ignored the zones. You get it? I've been losing a trade where I've been what ignoring. I did what did I say? GBP is going to be fast move. I wanted to wait. So yeah. I've lost a trade. I've been losing a trade where I was trying to ignore the zones. Okay, so don't just feel FOMO. Sometimes you might be getting the direction of the market, but the zones are not there. The what you want to see on the chart is not there. That's fine. You get it. So when you become calm, when you trade the market for a very long time, you get more punches, more punches. You get it. You get more punches. So don't be ignoring the zones. The zones are very important. Sometimes the market is just going to move. That's fine, but it's very very important you pay attention to the zones. These zones that have been plotting on the chart is not something fun. Very important. Okay, so wait for the time that the market is giving you, right? Even though when I came to the chart I know the direction of the market, but the zones are not good for me. Okay, I don't want to be in a trade where I'm taking a buy on what a resistance, I'm taking a buy on a sell on what a support. You get it? I have an experience. All these zones that I've drew are valid zones. So don't be putting yourself in a situation where you are just going to be all in the name of, oh, you want to take a trade while the thing does not look good. Okay, I knew the direction that it was because of the higher time frame. The direction is what a downtrend, but it does not look good. The zones are a lot. So with you see this buy like this, if you see this buy you were planning to take, you see if you look at your left, price can move freely. There's no support or resistances. Okay, so the only time maybe at this point, I think this is a reflection on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, so this is the only time maybe. So take a trade where there's a clean what, there's no support or resistances to your left. Okay, those are the levels you would love to take a trade. So if the whole week I'm going to wait for something of that sort, because of my experience, it's not about someone telling me. I've received the punches several times about such trade. So that's why I'm going to be very calm for that. Okay. I'm very calm for that. So you might know the direction, but the market is not going to give you the entries. You get it. See, this one too is getting rejected. So it's better you wait. It all comes with experience to us. So I don't blame some people because they don't have the experience. But if you have experience on it, okay. Was it last month or so? I decided to be ignoring the zones, the lower time frame zones, like 15, the 30-minute zones, the 1 hour zones. Got some punches from there. Got some punches from there. And you are seeing it yourself that this level is getting rejected. You see it getting rejected by this one that is over here, gotten rejected. I would love to. So let me give you an example of some of the trades that flew like last week. Some of the trades that so trade within a clean zone. Yeah, so this was last week trade. So this was during the New York opening. You notice that price created a resistance over here. If you look at your left, price just moved. There was no support or resistances. Price moved to this target. These are the zones that you love to trade within, not where we have a lot of support and resistances and doubting the trade. Is the trade going to move? Is this trade going to? It all comes with experience. So imagine you executed a sell over here. You were hoping price is going to down because of the volume in the market. What would you have done over here as price is trying to? You are now kind of second. You are going to second thought about, am I going to break even this trade? You get it. So for me, I would not love to put myself in. I love to trade at peace. I would love to trade at peace. If there's a nice opportunity I want to take, I will take it with you people if I'm on the stream. Okay. From the stream I want to take, I will take it with you. So So at this point, if the candle decides to close below this one, price has been extended. You have 76 pips over here. So maybe you have to move to the 15-minute time frame, which we have a rejection level over here too as well. We have a rejection level over here, which I will not love taking it. So they're all getting rejected. It's like six pips range. 6 pips range. As I indicated earlier, that this is what the H4 setup is my favorite setup. Break retested, created a resistance, what I expect, and the continuation to the next zone. But the entry is what the entry is not there. So you either wait for candle close. If it pulls back and breaks below this one, that's fine. That'll be a nice sell. But the zone, those who trade currencies, is this zone 6 pips okay for you? If 6 pips is okay, because when price gets to this level, there's no guarantee. Okay, the probability of price moving down is very low. So you need to understand that. So gold is in a range. Have you people been seeing how the price is respecting the various levels that I plotted it out? These levels are coming from experience, sitting and watching how price is going to react on those levels. I don't use any I don't use any numbers. I don't use anything. Pure what I'm seeing on the chart. Okay, based on market structure. I've taught these people, those who joined the bootcamp before, I taught you people. So price is making, this is how I draw my levels. Price is making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high. What am I expecting? Price to come towards this level. If price comes to this level, it's either going to move up or break below. So wait for confirmation. How will you know the confirmation? By what? Waiting for the candle to break below. Okay, waiting for the candle to close. That's the right word. Waiting for the candle to close. So if you want to know price is going to keep on moving, okay, if you want to know price will keep on moving, you need to wait for candle closure. Candle closure is what mostly gives you the confirmation. So with this one, how will I know that price is going to keep on moving down? By waiting for the candle to close below this one. If candle close below this zone, it means this zone has been invalidated, because if you look at the past candles reaction, you notice that this candle was just retested, gave us a long wick, upper wick, a lower wick, and what price drove down and drove up. If you look, and what it just drove up. If you look at this one, price retested this one, drove up. So no candle no candle body has been able to close below. So what's the chances that this ongoing candle too is not going to retest this one and keep on below, to serve as what a confirmation that what now price is about to move to the next zone. You get the price mostly moves from zone to zone, zone to zone, zone to zone. So wait for the candle to close below to serve as a confirmation that now there was what more selling pressure in the market before what you will take a trade. So wicks are not confirmations. Wicks are not confirmation. So you have like few seconds for the candle to close. So if this candle closed below this one, then you have to also wait for another 15 minutes or 30 minutes for the candle to close below to serve as what? A confirmation that you haven't selling pressure, because the body is what mostly serve as what? A momentum, serve as momentum. Maybe either buying pressure or selling pressure, or buying momentum or selling momentum. So wait for the candle to close below to serve as what? A confirmation. You have few seconds. So the candle refused to close below. You get it. So you trying to be aggressive, taking a sell over here, looking at your past, looking at the history, what happens in the past. What's the confirmation that this candle too is going to close? What is going to close below? What's the guaranteed rather? What's the guarantee that this candle is also going to close below? There's no it like the chances that price is going to close below is very slim. Sorry, the chances that price is going to keep on moving down is very slim, because looking at this candle, looking at your history, this candle decided, what did it do? It just wick and move up. This candle wick, move up, wick, move up. So we need to wait for candle to close, the body of the candle to close below like this. Then it will serve as what? A confirmation that at this point you haven't selling pressure in the market. Okay. Yeah, so I think you guys are having a taste of what mostly goes on in the mentorship group. So the GBPUSD 2 also tested the level, it wasn't able to close below. Okay, as you was saying, we should wait for the 30 minutes to close below. It's also didn't close below. So at this point, wait for candle to close below. Okay, if you are based on the 15 minute, mostly consider what is happening at the 15-minute time frame, the levels. If you are considering the 30 minutes as your entry, look at your 30 minutes and see if there's level. So you see, I've spent like 1 hour 30 minutes over here taking no action. That is what trading that is what goes into trading. That is what the professionals do. Sometimes you can come on the chart like 3 days with no trade execution. You get it? I know some people have executed buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, and the account is now blinking. The account is blinking. It's just blinking. Alert, alert. I'm about to blow. I spent like 1 hour 30 minutes with no action. That does not mean I don't know what I'm doing. I said my plans are defined, and if I don't see those things, come to me. If the market does not do those things, I'm not executing. You get it? I'm not executing. So that's what we call trading, real trading. The person knows what he is doing. You get it? The person knows what he is doing. Now, because you don't know what you are doing, you just click on buy and sell, and the account is blinking. Sometimes you can go the whole week. It's impossible though, but sometimes you can. If you are like based on the lower time frame, I'm not sure you by all means you get a trade. But sometimes you can go the whole week and not getting any trade. Nothing is guaranteed. You get it. So that's what you call real trading. So if you want to join the mentorship, okay, my number is on the screen. You just what this is just a glimpse. What you mostly experience over here is just a glimpse of what yesterday like this during the New York session we were discussing trade. Okay, we were discussing the trade idea. We wanted to take a sell, but guys, those in the mentorship group, do you guys seen the trade that you were discussing, the sell that you were discussing happen around 6 p.m. GMT? It's happened around 6 p.m. Yesterday we were discussing saw, trying to take a saw. Yeah, around this point. We were discussing to a sell on. Yeah, I think this one. Yeah. So you were talking about this saw, but it happened around it happened around 6 p.m. I was at the gym, decided to open the chat. The addiction is too much. Decided to open the chat and price. So this was the saw we were discussing about. So you wanted to take a sell over here. This was yeah. You wanted to take a sell over here at 2:30. Okay, there was a news at two. Power was about to speak. So this 2:30, I said let's ignore this 2:30 candle because there was news event. And what when the man spoke, price just moved up over. But with this one too, there was a fake out sell over here. But with this fake out, there was H4 zone over here. Price never closed above below the zone. And since the candle, the trend was an uptrend too, I was spotting a buy too as well. But with the buy, what happened is what price never gave us that support, and it never closed. There was some zones over here. Price never closed above. There was a zone over here. Okay, so I said okay, let's ignore. So this one was outside my trading time. So I never even spoke about this one. This was outside my trading time. This was outside. So this was also this fake out I was expecting over here is the same thing that happened over here, but this was outside my trading time. So this is where we wanted to take the sell, but within our session we didn't get the sell. Okay, we didn't get the sell. So if you come to the mentorship group, come with the mindset or with the idea or come with the mindset of what participating, not to be receiving signal. If that is your mindset, please don't come. If your mindset is just about come with the mindset of understanding how this guy is doing his thing. Don't come with the mindset of signals. If those trade idea, you take it. The reason why I'm saying that is what a lot of people become worried when they come in, that when it becomes their expectation and when there's no opportunities, they will sometimes be complaining. I play for signals, I'm not receiving signal. It is not signal group, it is an educational group where when we see opportunities, discussing trade, when you see opportunities, we take it together. It is not a signal group. If your mindset is to come and take signals and pay your bills, please don't come. That's not the goal for the group. So this was the sell I was talking about, but it happened around 6 p.m. So you see the breakout that I'm talking about. If you look at your left, you see there was no support or resistance. There was no support or resistance. So this is a clean trade to take. This is what I'm expecting this morning. A clean trade to take. Okay, so but it happened outside my trading session. I was not even at the chat. It happened outside the trading session. It happened outside the trading session. So price moved close to the target. Okay, so this was a trade I saw when I was at the gym, but I didn't execute because it was bad. So you see, gold got rejected at the level. You get it. See how it respected the H4 zone. So you see what I was discussing with you. This is exactly what I was expecting it to happen over here. But the lending session decided to range. So guys, if you want to join the mentorship group, the number is on the screen. It's rolling on the screen. Chat me up. We are going to trade the New York session. We are going to be having Zoom session during the New York session. That one is not going to be on YouTube. Okay, so if you want to join, all right. So you call it a session over here. Gold, there was no trade over here. If you want to take a buy on gold, this is what you are going against the H4 direction. So you need to wait for market structure shift. At the 30-minute if price break, pull back, which is not going to happen during the lending session, because lending session we have like lending open has already happened. Mostly my active session we have like maybe 8:30, 8:15. I'm not sure it's going to happen over here. So maybe lending is going to range. As I said, we are in the last day of the month, so it's not a surprise that price is doing something like this. And GBPUSD too is also ranging. So guys, no trade for the session. Okay, the session hasn't ended yet. You have more time. You have like I have like my trading session with the times that I mostly spend on the chat. I have like maybe 1 hour. But with that one, I'm going to spend it with the mentorship group people. So guys, see you tomorrow same time. I've even spent, you said you'll be closing around 7:30, but I've spent more than that. So see you guys tomorrow same time. Bye bye. I hope so. Go back to the stream again, watch whatever I talk about, spoke about, discuss, and what you can also replicate the same thing during the New York session. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. So the mentorship group people we are going to continue over there.